Yeah? Oh, well, thanks, kid. We'll follow them. Hey, look, in the meantime, you go get Alice. Come on, Remley.
Yeah.
At last we're going to get in.
And how you gonna get in? I feel like a heel doing this to our army, but say again.
All right, you monkeys, you're soldiers now. Break ranks and report to barracks.
Remley,
What?
how'd we get these GI haircuts? And these uniforms. Take a look at these uniforms. My coat is shorter than the haircut. How about these shoes?
Don't
Get a
bother me, will you? I'm still weak from the shots they gave me. Curly, what happened to us?
Well, now, let me see. We followed these civilians in. Two guys grabbed us, cut our hair, threw uniforms on us, and the next thing I knew, we were standing here with a tin plate full of Spam.
Who said this country can't mobilize fast?
Mobilize? Remley, we've been drafted.
Watch your language, Curly. Hey, we must have gotten the wrong line. What are we going to do?
Now, don't get excited. Don't you understand? It's all a mistake. Come on. We're going to get out of here. Come on.
That's a big place. How do we get out?
Well, we get somebody to open the gate for us. There's got to be some... Hey, look there.
Mm-hmm.
There comes a nice-looking old man. See him?
Yeah.
The guy with the 3 stars on his shoulder.
What do 3 stars mean?
Who knows? I'll ask him. Hey, Hennessy!
Are you talking to me, soldier?
You don't see nobody else around, do you?
Stand at attention and salute me.
Look, Mac, I'm 100 years old. I ain't got no time to play no games with you.
What a flagrant display of insubordination. I have a good mind to have you...
Take it easy, Pop.
Yeah, watch your blood pressure. Better watch that blood, Doc. At your age, you're liable to pop wide open.
You men know who I am.
Hey, Remley, maybe this is Kay Kaiser.
I happen to be the CO. Do you know what CO means?
Yes. It's an abbreviation for company. We went to school, you know. Now tell me, what does INC mean?
Well, that means incorporated. In other words, when a company has a board of directors, they... Quiet!
You're the only one who's talking.
Silence! But when you're talking to a superior officer, stand at attention.
Okay. If you want to make like MacArthur, I'll go along with the gag. I'm at attention.
Look smart, soldier.
Look smart? That leaves you out, Remley.
Quiet! Throw your chest out and pull your stomach in. When you throw your chest out, pull your stomach in.
I can't. At my age, they go together.
I'm going to have you court-martialed for this. What company are you with?
Well, first I was with Fit Shampoo. Then I went with Rexall, and they found out, now I ain't got no sponsor. Would you care to sponsor us? I think we could peddle Generals on the air. You can get us cheap. We'd love to work.
Oh, no. How do they expect me to get an army out of these morons they're sending me? For the last time, what company are you with? A, B, D, or F?
Let's humor him, Curly. Pick a letter.
Okay, we'll pick B.
You're with Company B? Well, thank heavens I won't have to put up with you much longer.
Well, what do you mean by that?
Company B sails for overseas tonight.
Overseas? Did you hear that, Remley?
You jerk. 26 letters in the alphabet. You ought to pick the one that's going overseas.
Now, look, sir, we're really not in the Army, you see.
Silence! I'm putting you two in the guardhouse until sailing time.
You can't do that to us. You're not going to do that.
Hold
You are putting us in the
Throw these
guardhouse.
men in the guardhouse!
Wait a minute. Hey, Alice. Gee, it was a good thing that you got here and cleared this whole thing up. They wouldn't believe that we weren't soldiers.
If it hadn't been for you, we would have been on our way overseas now.
Come on, let's go home before you two disrupt the entire defense program. And tell me something. How did you fellas manage to get into the Army in the first place?
Well, it was like this. We were walking along, minding our business when out of...
And I didn't fade them out. They just ran flat out of time. NBC cut them off. February 18th, 1951, Phil Harris, Alice Faye on Classic Radio Theater.
Balance of Nature's fruits and vegetables in a capsule. Changing the world, one life at a time.
I work in healthcare, and I haven't gotten even a runny nose. I'm pretty convinced that this is something to do with it. And you know what? I will never be without it. It's amazing. I'm telling you, it's amazing.
Balance of Nature is now offering 35% off on any new preferred order. Go to balanceofnature.com today and use discount code USA.
If you enjoy our Classic Radio Theater broadcasts and want to start building a collection of your own, go to classicradio.stream. That's classicradio.stream. There you'll find links to great classic radio collections on CD, along with links to great reading on classic radio, plus Classic Radio Theater on demand. Check out our webpage, available now at classicradio.stream. That's classicradio.stream. And enjoy.
My doctor prescribed me Viagra. It wasn't covered by my insurance, so it was costing me like $65 a pill. That's expensive.
Over 20 million guys like us use Viagra. Over a certain age, we just need it. I found a way to pay less than $3 a pill and get virtually the same effect of the $65 pill. I heard an ad just like this on the radio, called, and for $99, I got 40 generic versions of the $65 pill. Save yourself money and call right now and get over 40 pills for $99. There's no embarrassment here to use Viagra. If we're over 50, we need it, but not at high prices. Call now with your credit card and get the 40-pill special for just $99.
800-814-5031. 800-814-5031. 800-814-5031. That's 800-814-5031.
What does it mean to be an American? Just what are our American values? Working hard to succeed, loving God, country, and family, being honest, strong, and compassionate.
Supporting our Constitution and recognizing that we are blessed to be living in America, the greatest country in the world.
Our Bill of Rights protects us, our freedoms of worship, speech, and privacy, our right to own firearms, our right to trial by jury,
our right to be free, to live our own lives without some bureaucrat telling us what to do. Most countries don't have these rights.
Want to know more? It's all there in the book. Get your own free book, The U.S. Constitution and the Declaration of Independence. Then read it again, and this time share it with your friends. Our great Constitution is the basis of all of our freedoms, our inalienable rights. Get your own copy at freeusbook.com.
Brought to you by the American Media Council.
All right, let's head down to Pine Ridge, Arkansas and see what's going on with those old boys, Lum and Abner. This episode originally broadcast February 18th, 1953.
Granny's, Abner. I believe that's our ring.
I don't get Lum. I believe you're right.
I'll see. Hello, Jot 'em Down store. This is Lum and Abner.
And now, let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge.
Hello, folks. I'm Dick Huddleston. I guess you remember about the, well, I don't know what to call it. Anyway, the thing that Abner bought at an auction without intending to and without knowing what it was. Well, that's Abner for you. Now the old fellows have it over at the Jot 'em Down store, still trying to figure out what it is.
Abner, are you sure they ain't a set of directions with this thing, Summers?
I've looked everywhere, and I can't find none.
Did you look in the box it come in?
Yeah.
Well, that's sure peculiar. You'd think surely with a contraption like this, they'd send some instructions with it. I reckon some of this junk ought to be put together.
Yeah, I was thinking that, too.
Maybe if we could put it together, we could tell what it is.
Well, I don't know what goes where, though, Lum. That's the trouble. Sure is a batch of junk here. Wire and metal gadgets, I don't know what all.
Well, just looks to me like you might as well throw the dead blame thing away.
No, I ain't gonna do that. I want to find out what it is first. Want to know what I'm throwing away.
Granny's, Abner, you ought to be bored for the simples.
Huh?
Here, we just been back in business 2 days, and already you got everything all balled up.
Well, now, Lum...
Any feller that ain't got no more sense than to buy something he don't even know what it is ought to be locked up.
Lum, I told you I never aimed on buying it. I was just raising my hand to knock a fly off my ear, and the auctioneer claimed I was bidding.
Well, you oughtn't to went to auction in the first place. And in the second... Wait a minute. What's the matter with us? I know what'll clear this up.
Well, good.
What did the auctioneer call it when he was auctioning it off?
Oh, yeah, sure. Why, that'd tell us, wouldn't it?
Why, of course it would. What a couple of ninnies we're.
Yeah.
What did he call it?
Well, to be honest, Lum, that fly was bothering me so much I never paid no attention to what he was saying.
Oh, for goodness
Now, wait a minute, though. I do know what he called it.
Good.
He called it this next item.
Oh, for pity's sakes.
Something else he called it was a stupendous bargain.
Yeah, that helps a lot.
Now, there's another reason I don't want to throw it away, Lum. It's such a good bargain. Ain't often a feller gets a bargain like that.
Abner, think hard now. Try to recollect what he called it. He had to call it something.
Well, he said it was a war surplus item, I believe.
War surplus?
Yeah, doggies, you don't reckon that's a Adams bond, do you?
No, of course not. No. Couldn't be.
I hope not.
Surely. I don't believe they auction them things off no way.
They don't, huh?
Besides, bombs are sort of round-shaped, I think.
No.
This is square. Well, let's look through the box again for some directions of some kind.
Lum, it ain't no use. I've looked every place.
I wonder if we could have burned them up.
Burn them up?
Why, sure. You know, a lot of that stuff was wrapped in paper, and we throwed it in the stove. We might have thrown the directions in there, too.
Oh, my goodness, I never thought of that.
If you hadn't been so excited when you got it and started stirring around in the box, you might not have lost them.
Well, you was excited, too. Fact is, you and Cedric was the ones that drug out most of that stuff out of the box.
Yeah, no use to worry about that. That ain't going to help us none.
Good.
What we got to do is figure out just what this thing is. It's embarrassing having folks come in here and ask what it is and not know what to tell them.
Well, I don't know why they should care. You just tell them it's mine. I'm the one that has to tell them I don't know what it is.
I still think it's some kind of a radio, but I'll be dead blamed if I know how to work it. It's got a couple of dial things on there that looks like part of a radio.
Well, we ain't been able to get no programs on it, though. Looks more like a big machine that I seen in a doctor's office once.
No, I don't much think so.
No, I don't believe I'd buy one of them. I ain't sick. Cedric thinks it's some kind of a newfangled electric pinball machine.
For pity's sake.
We spent an hour this morning trying to put nickels in it.
Well, it ain't no pinball machine. I know that good.
Lum, what about the words that's printed on there? Don't they mean nothing?
Well, I reckon they do. It's more like the reason they put them on there.
That's good thinking on your part.
I noticed one place here it says volume. Down here it says voice. Just wondering if it's some kind of a jukebox.
Jukebox?
Yeah, they have them in restaurants, you know, and drugstores.
Yeah, but Lum, there ain't no place to put nickels in it. Or at least way Cedric couldn't find none. Of course, now, it might be the kind you have to put dimes in. A dime will go a lot of places that a nickel won't.
Yeah, that's sound reasoning.
Doggone, I hope it is a dime machine. That way we'd make just twice as much money.
Well, it ain't a jukebox. It ain't fancy enough. Besides,
Hey, wait a minute, Lum. Harley Ludson.
Harley Ludson?
Yeah, I ought to have thought of him in the first place.
What are you talking about?
Well, Lum, there's a feller that could tell us what this thing is. Yes, sir, old Harley Ludson.
Well, who in the world is Harley Ludson?
Oh, you recollect him? Tom Ludson's boy. Awful mechanicals minded. Knows all about machines and all that sort of junk. Yet when he was only 7 years old, he'd taken his mama's electric washing machine clean apart, every cog in it. And he done it in 9 minutes and 27 seconds flat.
Granny, that's fast.
Yes, sir.
He must be a genius.
He is. Well, just to show it taken his mama 3 months to put it back together again.
Just to give you an idea how smart that boy was.
He was smart.
Oh, he was.
Or she was dumb one.
No, he was smart. He had a brain up there.
Well, do you reckon he could sure enough tell us what this contraption is?
Lon, there ain't a contraption in the whole wide world that he don't know the name of.
Well, then what are we waiting for? Granny, this is the best idea you ever had. Well, get on the phone there and get Harley over here.
Well, that's the trouble.